Afghanistan edges towards development each day. The economy grows, rehabilitation and reconstruction continues, and every Afghan heart is hopeful for a bright future. But poppy cultivation is one of the major challenges to social and economic development in Afghanistan. Poppy cultivation and drug production have affected the lives of 1 million people through drug addiction. In addition, the cultivation and production of narcotics leads to insecurity, and it is considered one of the most significant sources of income for the armed opposition. The Afghan government has initiated a number of programs for poppy eradication and prevention of drug production. The Good Performance Initiative, GPI, is one such program, and it was initiated to eradicate poppies and encourage farmers to cultivate religiously sanctioned, halal, healthy substances. This program rewards poppy-free provinces, areas where poppy cultivation has seen significant reduction with infrastructure projects.
The Good Performers Initiative GPI program was implemented to maintain the poppy-free status of the provinces that had rid themselves of poppy cultivation. The program was very effective and had positive results. In a province with active poppy cultivation, if we take this program to the district level, we can reward the success of poppy-free districts and highlight these rewards to their poppy cultivating neighbors, thereby encouraging a switch away from poppy cultivation.
Hundreds of employees work on GPI projects to provide financial and technical support to the provinces that have registered achievements in their counter-narcotics efforts. GPI projects have provided work opportunities for hundreds of people, and the daily amount of money distributed in salaries to employees often reaches 10 million AFN.
Each of the poppy-free provinces identified in the UN survey receives $1 million in development funds from GPI annually. Development projects are initiated at the request of respective provinces. These projects must be included in development plans of the provinces and should have the Provincial Development Council's approval. Up till now, GPI has contracted 247 projects with a total cost of $118 million in different provinces.
Since its establishment, GPI has constructed 73 primary and secondary schools, 19 conference halls and provincial council facilities, 5 professional training centers, 17 gymnasiums and stadiums, 41 medical and drug addiction treatment centers, 30 water supply projects and erosion protection walls, 13 university dormitories, 11 buildings for universities, 13 agricultural storage facilities, 115 plant nurseries, 2 public parks, and the provision of 390 farming tractors. GPI projects recognize significant reduction of poppy cultivation in the designated poppy-free provinces, which results in social and economic development. The poppy-growing provinces, on the other hand, will always be deprived of the benefits of this program. The residents of those provinces will not be eligible for these development projects and opportunities. In contrast, the poppy-free provinces will gain the benefits of the program year after year. So far, GPI has provided $3 million in funding for 5 infrastructure projects for Khost province alone. Provincial officials have praised the effectiveness of these projects.
Those projects that have been initiated in Khost province have decreased the level of drug addiction by as much as 10%. These projects have been very effective and have provided significant employment opportunities.
Abdelhai Habibi is one of 73 high schools constructed by GPI in Khost province. Prior to the construction of these facilities, students studied in outdoor or mixed classrooms. Now nearly 6,000 students study in this modern building in a positive environment with good facilities. Many of the students believe that projects like school construction encourage people to refrain from growing poppies and using illegal narcotics. They realize that GPI has constructed this school and many other facilities after Khost province was declared poppy-free.
If a farmer's son, brother, or cousin studies in this school, he realizes that poppy cultivation is prohibited in the holy religion of Islam and will avoid growing it.
One of the other projects in Khost province is the construction of a girls' dormitory at the Sheikh Zayed University. A total of 13 university dormitories have been constructed in various provinces of Afghanistan.
When I was trying to shift my studies to Khost University, at first I considered whether or not there were any girls' dormitories. When I came, I saw the dormitory building and lived there. I felt much more secure and happy with all of these facilities.
Along with its work in the neighboring province of Khost, GPI has also built the $1 million Paktia University facility. Students say that construction of this university is one of the most successful and effective infrastructure projects in Afghanistan.
Paktia University had lots of problems 3 years ago. The students had lots of difficulties due to not having enough space and classrooms. Now it's a lot better and facilities have developed considerably.
Construction work on several GPI projects, including a facility for Paktia University Faculty of Economics, is still ongoing. Residents of Paktia province believe that poppy cultivation and drug use is disgraceful and shameful behavior. They have been successful in fighting the illicit narcotics trade, and they have been recognized and rewarded in return.
If we evaluate all the infrastructure projects in Paktia, the GPI funds are the only funds spent in the right and proper way. And the projects have always been very transparent and with standard, because we and respective directorate have been closely overseeing the process. Projects providing alternate benefits to poppy cultivation have totally changed the image of this province and taught the youth that if you stop cultivating poppies, you will have such projects initiated in your home province.
Sport is considered one of the best hobbies to prevent the youth from becoming addicted to drugs. To this end, GPI has constructed 12 sports stadiums in the poppy-free provinces. Here in Baghlan province, construction of a soccer stadium has brought players from dirt fields to a grassy soccer pitch.
Prior to construction of this stadium, we used to play football at the agriculture school's ground. That field had lots of problems. There was no changing room, and during the halftime, the spectators used to gather around the players and annoy them.
Many Afghan residents play soccer on non-regulation pitches with little hope of improvement. GPI has provided that hope with sports facilities in poppy-free provinces. Construction of 5 gymnasiums is one of the GPI projects that supports the counter-narcotics effort and fights against youth drug addiction. The youth of Ghazni now have a modern gymnasium and can use it any season of the year.
Boxing competitions take place here, many football competitions take place here. Overall, it's a good environment for sportsmen. Before construction of this gymnasium, sportsmen used to practice only 4 months in a year and become involved in bad activities during the other 8 months. There were some addicted people here, but after construction of this gymnasium, they could practice in every season of the year, and now they have been selected as players on the Ghazni volleyball team.
The Afghan youth love sports. Volleyball enthusiasts in Afghanistan's provinces play and exercise until late at night. They exercise with enthusiasm, but with few facilities. Currently, GPI is constructing many gymnasiums in various provinces to draw the youth to sports. According to the UNODC recent statistics, there are nearly 1 million drug addicts in Afghanistan. The Afghan government has constructed a number of specialized drug addiction treatment hospitals in various parts of the country. GPI has constructed 24 specialized drug treatment hospitals that support the goal of countering narcotics use and drug addiction. A 50-bed addiction treatment hospital in Jowzjan province is one of these hospitals.
This hospital is really well constructed. The hospital has solved lots of our problems. It is well equipped, there are 50 beds, and it has a beautiful yard.
In order to resolve the medical problems of provincial residents, GPI has built 17 medical clinics in various poppy-free provinces. Residents of those provinces have better access to medical services now. This medical clinic in Arab Mazari village of Chamtal district in Balkh province is one of those clinics, where over 80 patients receive medical care on a daily basis.
Construction of this clinic is beneficial to us. We used to cultivate poppies until the Ministry of Counter-Narcotics promised to build a clinic for us if we stopped. They kept their promise and built the clinic, and the local people fulfilled their promise and reduced the poppy cultivation level to 0.
GPI has initiated more than 10 agricultural projects in the poppy-free provinces in order to motivate farmers and landowners not to grow poppies. Afghanistan is an agricultural country. Based on recent statistics, 80% of Afghan people are involved in agriculture. The farmers and landowners who have avoided cultivating and producing poppies within the last several years have received significant benefits from GPI. A farming tractor is the best reward for a farmer. It helps him with tilling the soil instead of using plow animals. GPI has provided 390 tractors and other necessary tools to farmers through agricultural cooperatives. Farmers in Takhar province express their thoughts about the effectiveness of the tractors.
Support provided by GPI has been very effective with farmers in Takhar province. Before, they could till only 1 acre of land with a plow animal all day, but now they can till an acre within 1 hour using the donated tractor from GPI. GPI has provided a lot of facilities for farmers.
GPI has built 19 conference halls for convening grand assemblies and councils, thereby encouraging residents of poppy-free provinces. These conference halls are all built in line with modern standards, and each has the capacity of accommodating hundreds of people at a time.
Before, we did not have proper place to hold meetings. We used to hold development council and national solidarity meetings in mosques or in the desert. But now we can have our meetings in any season of the year. Neither a lack of sunlight nor the rain or snowfall can stop our meetings.
Muslim clerics and religious scholars play an important role in politics and society in Afghanistan. Mosques are the most important religious centers in each community, and the religious preachers are viewed as spiritual leaders who are closely connected to the people. Production and use of narcotics is forbidden in the holy religion of Islam. In order to reinforce this message, GPI has built several mosques in different provinces of the country. These mosques are used to notify the public about the harm and consequence of poppy cultivation and production.
Drug trafficking is strictly prohibited, and whoever earns money through this business is prohibited from coming here.
In addition, these mosques pave the way for children of each community to study religious topics. Overall, GPI has funded a total of 247 large-scale projects across the country. 144 of these projects have been completed, and the remaining 103 are still under development.
از زمان ایجاد GPI یا برنامه تقدیر از اجرات خوب
Since its establishment, the GPI program has initiated 247 projects. 45 of those projects were completed under CNTF and funded by UNDP, and the rest of the 202 projects were funded by the INL division of the U.S. Embassy. Of these, 99 are completed, and the remaining 103 are ongoing.
One of these ongoing projects is the construction of the largest drug addiction treatment hospital in Afghanistan, funded at a cost of $4 million and located in Helmand province. This will soon be completed and ready for use.
In some of the Helmand districts, many projects have been completed, such as a mosque in Garmsir district, a specialized addiction treatment complex worth $4.5 million is 45% complete. These projects were initiated based on the request from the residents and local councils of Nadali, Marja, Nawa, and Garmsir districts. These projects are very effective in counter narcotics, and the local people are very satisfied.
Overall, the GPI program is considered the best tool to eradicate poppies from Afghanistan. Besides the declaration of 15 poppy-free provinces, a significant decrease in poppy cultivation has been noted in 4 additional provinces after the successful completion of the previously mentioned GPI projects. Panjshir has been one of the most successful provinces in the fight against poppies. There has been no registered poppy cultivation in this provinces for the past 6 years.
For several years, the government of Afghanistan has tried to allocate $1 million per year to those governors who have worked hard to fight against poppy cultivation in their provinces. In Panjshir province, there is no poppy cultivation and no drug trafficking. So Panjshir has become a beneficiary of this program. The Ministry of Counter Narcotics has developed many infrastructure projects through the GPI program. Over the last 6 years, we attempted to evaluate our people's needs, and we fulfilled those needs with the help of this program. For example, we can point to the erosion protection walls, public health clinics in rural areas, construction of schools, ponds, and providing tractors and agriculture tools for farmers. This program has been very useful for us, especially for its direct beneficiaries, and everyone is satisfied.
The governor of Ghor has had a number of successes in poppy eradication during the last year and has received additional GPI support.
For 4 years, Ghor has been poppy-free, so we have been recognized by the GPI program. Our hope for the people in those provinces that still cultivate poppies is that they must pay more attention to this matter. Preventing poppy cultivation leads to gaining respect and a good name for the people of Afghanistan.
GPI will continue with its infrastructure projects all across the country in order to completely eradicate poppies from Afghanistan and motivate farmers to cultivate crops which are religiously sanctioned. The hope is that the rest of the provinces will become poppy-free as well, and the inhabitants of these provinces will benefit from the GPI infrastructure projects.